Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Thank you for joining me today. It's nice and sunny out here. It's beautiful out today. Come on in, come on in. Come on in and rock with me and Flo today. Look, me and Flojo. Me and Flojo here and live. We here and well. Come on in, come on in. Listen, I got a quick message. I will not be here long. Seriously, I'll be done before 6. Before 6, I will be done. Okay? So, the message I have today is it's you. There is no one else. You are it. It's you. You are the one that has to do the job. Hey, Dolores, you are the one that has to do the job. You are the one that is it. You know, tag you're it. You know that game we used to play. You are the one that's going to have to break the curses. You're the one that has to, thank you so much. You're the one that has to break the curses. You're the one that has to lead the pack. You're the one that has to transform, your family bloodline. You're it. You are the one that has to carry the load. You are the one that has to rescue yourself. You are the one that has to rescue yourself. You are the one that has to heal yourself, because no one is coming. No one is going to come and assist you. It's you and God. You and the good Lord. So once you realize that, I think it'll be easy for you to, transform. It'll be easy for you to transform. I remember when I was struggling with wanting people to rescue me and sitting there waiting to be picked and waiting to be rescued and waiting to be, saved. I was sitting there waiting. Listen, I was sitting there waiting to be saved. I was waiting for the boat to come and, rescue me so I can move on. No one came. No one came. No amount of anything could make me feel complete, make me feel secure, make me feel content. It was when I realized it's me, and it was me, and I had to go on this journey. I had to go on this journey to find out who God really was. I had to find out and get a relationship and not a religion. When you go on a quest to have a relationship and not a religion, things change for you. You're going to see God in a whole nother light, a different light. You're going to see him in a different light, because it's really, he's an experience. He's an experience, and you have to seek him. You have to seek him. He's not what we've been taught he is. He's not all this, religious activity and religious rituals and religious, just stuff, just doing things, I grew up in a church with a very religious system. He's not that. He's not there. He's not there. He's in that personal relationship. He's with you in your quiet time. He's with you when no one is looking. Yep, he's with you when no one is looking. It's you and him. But it's you. It's you that's going to have to learn God a different way, right? You're going to have to learn him a different way, for your family and for your bloodline. You have to learn him I've experienced God in a totally different way than from what I was raised to think and believe. A totally different way. Although, yes, I still attend church, but I don't attend church for the reasons most people say they attend church. I see it in a whole different, I see it in another, and it's a different experience. It's a different experience. Different experience. You don't have to go to church to experience God. My most significant experiences were at home, sitting on my floor. At home, sitting on my floor by my bed. Just me and the good Lord. Not in the church building. The most transformation I've had was alone at home. Crying out. Crying out. And I've taken off the ideals and the projection of how people say you should be, how people say, I should carry myself, how I should be and all. I took all religious, legalistic language and behavior and projection and thoughts and all this. I don't operate in that anymore. I've learned that I have a different experience. Different experience. But it's you. That's what I came to tell you. It's you. And either you can run from it, or run to it head on. You only got two choices. But both choices are painful. Let me tell you, both of those choices are very painful. But one has a reward behind the pain. And another one, you just want to experience pain. When you run from it, there is pain. But when you run to it, reward on the other side. And it's worth it. It's so worth it. I'm glad I keep fighting. I'm glad I keep pressing, regardless of how uncomfortable it feels. It's so uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable because I have to move a different way. I have to do things a totally different way. I don't think the same. I don't move the same. I don't react the same. I don't take things, like to heart like I used to. I don't feel rejected if people don't include me. I don't put forth an effort. You know how some people who have experienced rejection and abandonment issues, they put a lot of effort to keep people around and to keep in contact with people. I know I used to be like that. I wasn't healed, but I don't put forth effort. I don't put no more effort than I need to. And I used to always want to keep people around. I used to be notorious. I'm calling to check on you. And, I just don't have the energy anymore for that. I reciprocate. I'll reach out a few times. Hey, Kiosha. I'll reach out a few times, but after it becomes like it's one way, it's not reciprocated, I don't put forth an effort. Because you get to the point to where you realize it's you got a purpose and you have a plan for your life on this earth, you realize that you don't have the time to waste. Because the devil, the enemy, Satan, he's notorious for wasting your time. He's notorious for wasting your time. He's a time waster. He wants to steal all of your time. So when you look up, you're well past 60, 70 years old. You haven't did what you say you wanted to do. You haven't accomplished the things you said you wanted to accomplish because you've been wasting time. And we don't have time. We don't have the time we think we have. You will realize that a lot of things that you once did, that you once wasted your time trying to accomplish and pursue, you'll realize you're not going to have time for that anymore. People you ran behind, you chased, you tried to keep in contact with, tried to keep in your good graces, you're going to realize you don't have time for that. You're not going to have time for them anymore. You're going to be too busy focused on your purpose. You're going to be so focused on your purpose and accomplishing the things that God has put in your heart, you're not going to have the time anymore. Because you know your time is valuable. So that's what I want to come talk to you about. It's you. You have to do the work. You can't run from it. You can't pass it off to anyone else. I ain't gonna say that. I don't want to say that. No, I don't wish I could. Because then that's being ungrateful, and then that's being, that's telling God that he don't know what he's doing. He know exactly what he's doing. He know exactly what he's doing. So I just want to come tell you all that. It's you. And I'm going to work out. I'm going to get me a little workout in and take me a little walk later on and probably enjoy my Friday, relax a little bit after I go out in nature. I love being out in nature. I don't know about you all. Do you all like being in nature? I love being the girl. I used to just sit. Used to have this hip across from my grandmother used to live. It used to be like a field, a big old empty field. And I remember I used to just sit up there on top of those boxes, just look up at the sky. I used to just look up at the sky, just look at all the different shapes of the clouds and wonder what is going on up there, Like I just was so curious and just out there. My brain thoughts just way off. I used to think cotton candy was clouds when I was younger. Children are innocent. I thought about all the crazy things I used to think about. I'm gonna say crazy because I'm a child. Curious things that I used to that I was a child when I was a child. The curious things I used to try, wonder. I didn't think doctors got sick. I thought doctors were like, I thought they were like invincible. Like God gave them a special bowel movement. I thought God gave doctors like special powers where they didn't have to go to the restroom. They just walked around, taking care of people. I really did. So I thought that. And then there were these big old, going back to, my hometown. And along this road, there were these big wires, like these little poles that the electrical poles that used to, connect the wires. And they used to be big and tall and looks like somebody was standing. You know how Superman, how he's standing with his hands to his side like that? They were standing like that. And I thought those were robots. I used to be so scared. I'm like, those things are going to get away. Lord, they're going to get away and chase us. I always thought that they could come and see. They're like cartoons. You should be watching cartoons. Cartoons have kids thinking all kinds of crazy. But I was very curious. I thought those were robots. I was like, them robots are going to come alive and get us. I really did think those were robots. But anyways, y'all, I gotta go. I just wanted to share that with you all. Yep. So y'all be blessed.